Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sade if you don't know already, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you girlies my go-to makeup look. I wear this makeup look when I go out, when I run errands. It literally only takes 15 minutes to do. It's super easy and super quick, and my skin always looks flawless. I've been doing this makeup look for over a year and I have never switched it up. I've been doing the same look every single time. The only thing that I change is my eyeshadow, but it's very versatile to day and night, and I'm going to show you how I achieve this look. So if you want to know, keep on watching. Okay y'all, so first things first, I gotta put my hair back because I just don't like when my hair is, you know, all in my face when I'm doing my makeup. Obviously, everybody knows this step. The first step to priming and moisturizing. I don't really prime, I more so moisturize. And right now I'm using the Glow Recipe Pink Juice moisturizer. And really guys, the trick to having like a really good base is a fresh shaved face. Not necessarily a fresh shaved face, but a shaved face. You can get dermaplan by a professional. I do it myself, and I mean, I don't really break out or anything, so it just takes off like dead skin, peach fuzz, and you know, all that good stuff, so that way when you lay your foundation and everything else on top, it will be nice and smooth. Typically, I like to start with my eyeshadow. I conceal my brows, and I have been using this forever. Like, this makeup routine that I'm showing you guys has literally been my same makeup routine for the past like 6 months to a year. I've never changed it. I do the same thing every single time, whether it's daytime, nighttime. I wear this makeup everywhere. The only thing that I usually do different is my eyeshadow. Sometimes I do dramatic eyeshadow if I'm going out, or if I'm just running errands for the day, I'll just do a simple eyeshadow. But yeah, we're gonna use the Born This Way, and I use shortbread.
Motherfucker, where is it? Where the is it? I swear to God. You laughing?
So first, I just like to brush the brows up, just so that way I can be like as precise with my concealing as possible. And I just use like a little elf. I got this brush like 10 years ago, probably when I was in high school, and I've been using it since. But yeah, I just conceal underneath the brows. And I don't take it all the way down just because I don't like a lot of buildup on my eyelid, and especially if I'm doing like a dramatic eye look, I just don't want so much buildup and then it creases and all that. So I just do enough to underline the brow, and then I just drag everything down, and whatever comes down, whatever's left, I just drag it down. Kind of like that. Okay, so after I do that, I move on to my eyeshadow, and today I'm not gonna do a daytime look, and I'm not gonna do a nighttime look. I'm gonna do something right in the middle, so I don't know what I would call it, but a little bit dramatic but a little bit simple. So I'm gonna just go with this palette. It's the Element of Surprise. This is by ColourPop. I got this a long ass time ago, and clearly you can see which one I use. And I'm just gonna go with like kind of like a bronzy transition color. It's a little bit dark, but I really pack it on. I like to work fast and efficient, so I pack a lot on, and I just, you know, I just go in the crease. And I'm not really like too precise on what I'm doing. I'm just kind of being messy and getting like a really blended look. And since my concealer is so light, I kind of like to blend it into my eyebrow. So it doesn't look like as sharp, and then it kind of like turns it a little bit more natural looking. I really pack it on. Like I said, I just like to work fast. Next, I just get a little flat brush, and I go in with like a nude or whatever light shadow you have, or white. You can even do white. And I just pretty much pack this on the inner corner of my eye and my actual eyelid. And then I go back with the brush that I was using for the darker shade, and I just kind of blend that. It literally takes 2 seconds to do this eyeshadow look. And now we're done with the shadow. Now we're gonna move on to the face. I totally forgot to put on chapstick. Okay, so for the skin, I use the NARS, and I use the shade Aruba. I've been using this, like I said, probably for the past like 6 months to a year. Actually even longer than that, but I just got a new shade, so because I'm all tan now. But I just do, you know, a cute little 2 pumps, and I get the same. Honestly, I reuse everything, so I just get the same brush that I was using for my concealer, and I just do this on the bottom portion of my face. I don't like the cakey look, so I try not to use a lot of product building up on each other. So down here where I normally wouldn't put concealer, I put the foundation, and then I put foundation on my forehead. Sometimes if I want like a real defined look, I'll outline the top of my brows with my foundation, but sometimes if I'm just going for a natural quick look, I'll just put a little bit on my forehead and call it a day. Now I get my Real Techniques blender, and I just blend out the bottom. Like I said, I just do this on the bottom portion of my face, and I don't blend it into my under eye. I'm trying to have as little product as possible underneath my under eye, because like I said, I don't like the cakey look. Okay, so now that we have that done, I now go in with contouring. I start contouring, and I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This one is Espresso. That's the shade of this one. And this one, I just go a little bit here, and then just a little bit on my forehead, because this is actually, a little bit of this goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. And I actually blend this out with a brush, and I use a little brush just so that way the product doesn't go everywhere and it looks like a blob. I want the product to stay exactly where I put it. And me personally, I like to take my contour all the way, like I kind of like to outline my cheekbone and do it like that. So now that we have that done, I use cream blush. Guys, if you guys are not using cream blush, what are you doing? Because this, I love, this is literally probably my favorite blush, is literally my favorite part of my whole entire makeup routine. I've really been into the blush era. I'm in my blush era. And then I'll put a little bit on the tip of my nose, but I don't blend it out yet. This is the trick to having a real flawless under eye, bright, pinky. This is the secret. So with the same concealer that I used underneath, or to conceal my eyebrow, I will put a little bit under here. Just like that. This is literally the only place where I put concealer. I don't do like the whole nose contour, highlight, all that. I don't do all that. And I let it sit for a little bit, and then I go with my blender, my sponge, whatever you guys want to call it, and I just blend that out. And then when I get to this part, I just kind of blend out and up. I don't like that harsh line, so I just blend out and up. And I like to mix the blush with the concealer to give it like a little pinky undertone. Forget to blend out the blush that was on my nose. Sorry guys, sorry for the lighting change. My other light died, so I had to go put this new light on. And yeah, sorry if it looks different, but I'm gonna just keep blending this out. I know it looks super bright underneath my eye. I personally love the really bright under eye, and that's just my preference. If you don't like it, obviously use the concealer shade of choice. But now we're gonna set everything. So I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty under eye, or the setting powder in Pound Cake. I love Pound Cake because it has like a mini shade of pink, but it's really bright. And with this, I literally only put it underneath my under eye. And I kind of really pack it on, to be honest. Okay, I feel like I had the light way too bright, so I turned it down a little bit. But yeah, with this, if you guys are not using the Huda Beauty loose powder, what are you doing? Because this powder literally makes the skin look so soft and like blurry. I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely looks beautiful on camera, pictures. Sometimes it just, honestly, whenever I go through, like, whenever I take flash photography, sometimes I do get a flashback, but honestly, I don't mind it. I kind of like the flashback. Okay, and then now we're gonna set the rest of the face, and I'm just gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And with this, I just use a brush. And I just go everywhere I didn't go with the under eye powder. And I do have oily skin, and this, I can go hours. But I usually don't touch up my makeup. The only place that I touch up my makeup is my under eye, or pretty much like my T-zone, the normal places that you would get oily. but it still like never really looks cakey, which I really like. Okay guys, so now with a big angled brush, I'm gonna contour, or bronze I mean. I usually use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This is my go-to, but I ran out of it and I haven't been to the store to go buy a new one. So we're gonna improvise, and the same shadow that I used in my crease as my transition color or base color, I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna just go really messy, light. Pretty much this is all your preference. This is all your preference. I know some people don't like to look, you know, super contoured out. I don't. I'm more of a blush girl, but I just do, you know, enough to really bring some color to the face. Okay, and I still have the powder underneath my eyes. I removed that last. I let it just really sit. Like I said, I have oily skin, so I just like to look, you know, really matte. I love to look really matte. I don't even use highlighter anymore. I used to be a really big highlighter person, but honestly, I don't even use highlighter anymore. Now, for my absolutely favorite part of the whole entire routine, I go in with my blush, and I'm using just these random palettes that I got from the mall, from like this random makeup store. This blush palette, it's by She. I never heard of her. And then I'm gonna go with the NYX Baked Blush. This one is in the shade Foreplay. And with this, I just go in with the lightest shade, which is this one up here. And I don't put too much because this, I don't think anyone is gonna have this, but if you do, you know, it's really, really pigmented. And then I'm gonna just swirl this. This one is a little bit like metallic-y, shimmery, and I just dust off all the excess powder, and I just go on the top of my cheekbones, and I bring it in toward my nose. I love to look so blushy. And I kind of bring it up to my temple a little bit. And then I do the tip of my nose. And I don't know if you can, honestly guys, my monitor is kind of far from me, so I can't really see if it's picking up nicely, or like how it looks right here in the mirror, but I love blush. Okay, and then now finally I'm gonna get this little tapered flat brush, and I'm just gonna dust off and blend it into, dust off all the powder that I was using underneath my eye and blend it into the blush. And I kind of do like patting motion, so that way I'm not like disturbing the concealer. And now since I'm so extra, I take it even to the next step. I add under eye brightener. This one is the Nikita Dragon Dragon Beauty. This is the Transformation Face Powder. I love this so much, and you only really need a little bit. It works so good. It blurs, it mattifies, it gives you a little pink undertone. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way, so I only do a little bit, and I try to keep it right beside my nose, I don't know what this is called, and underneath my eye. I just keep it right there in that area. Right? And then whatever is left, like I'll turn the brush around and use the other side that I didn't use, and I just kind of blend it. Kind of like that. Now the next step, I do my brows. Everything that I use is not what it's for, if that makes sense. I kind of just, whatever looks good, I just try random things, and whatever looks good is what looks good and what works for me. So I use an eyeshadow palette for my eyebrows, and clearly you can see this is the only one that I use in here. And I just, you know, really kind of pack it on, and I fill in my brows. They are already concealed, so I just follow the line and kind of drag it up in the front. This part should be really easy because your brows pretty much already mapped out. I do like my brows a little bit on the darker side. So now with the top part, I just pretty much line the top with whatever is left on my brush. And then the front, I kind of like put the angle brush right here and I just flick it up. And then I'll brush it out. And then whatever part or areas that are sparse, I fill it. Okay, so now that both of my brows are done, I do my lips last. But before I do my lips, I do this little trick. And my makeup is never complete if I don't do this. But I like to fill in my moles. I know that there's a lot of girls out there that fill in their moles too, but yeah, I never feel like my makeup is complete if I don't fill my moles in. So I'll just get a liner, an eyeliner black brush, and I'll just do a little dot on all of my moles. Like I said, this is just a personal preference. I love my moles, I love my beauty marks, and when I put makeup on, it covers it up. So I don't, and obviously girls, I don't wear lash strips. I get my lash extensions, which clearly you can see they're kind of a little bit balding. I do need to make an appointment. I just, with everything going on with my car and all that, I just haven't had time to do that. Okay, and now for the lips, I take off the chapstick. And I use 2 lip liners. So I use the Italia lip liners. I don't even have the shades on them. Oh, this lighter one is in Bear, and then the darker one is in, it doesn't even say. Just pretty much a dark brown. It's just a dark brown. And of course, I love to overline my lips. I start with the dark brown one and I just line. Overline. I like to really overline my top one because my top lip is a lot smaller than my bottom lip. I still follow my same lip shape, I just overline. And it should look like that. Now I go in with the lighter shade and I just kind of like diffuse the liner, kind of like blending it with the darker one. But I still am not bringing it like all over my lip. And I am a lip gloss girl. My lip gloss is popping, my lip gloss is cool. And this lip combo I wear everywhere, every day, period. Okay. I never switch it up unless if I wear a matte lip, and I'll show you guys what I wear with my matte lip. But today we're gonna do my go-to, which is my gloss, and we're gonna use the NYX gloss in Creme Brulee. And with this, I don't put the gloss on the dark outline part because I noticed that when I put gloss on that part, the lip liner starts like moving around and kind of like fading away into the gloss. So I literally only put it on the inside. And that pretty much is my everyday makeup routine. I'm gonna go do my hair, get dressed, and I'll be right back. Okay girlies, this is the final look and I love how my makeup always comes out. I never change my routine around. I always do the same thing. So this really is my go-to makeup routine, and I've been doing this makeup, like I said, for over a year, and it hasn't gotten old to me, and it doesn't look cakey. I have a real nice bright under eye, real blushy cheeks, which is my favorite. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!